Good morning, guys. It's Mr. Cox. Today we're going to be going through Investigation 3.1, so hopefully you've taken the quizzes on lessons 1 and 2 and you've gotten the score back. Don't stress about math. You guys are getting participation grades, and hopefully that's going to balance out if you do bad on the test. So today, here we go, is about searching for factor strings. And a factor string are numbers that are multiplied together to make a product. So think about the number 12. Well, a short factor string would be 2 times 6, right? That equals 12. A longer factor string would be 2 times 2 times 3. And so it's 4 times 3 makes 12 again. And each number, like the number 12, has a very specific factor string. And so today's lesson is really addressing the idea that every number can be made by prime factors. So 2 times 2 times 3, those are prime factors. So today's lesson is about prime factors. So as you think about factor strings and the lesson, it's really thinking about the factors. Now, I don't have the video for two reasons. One, it's really lame, and two, I can explain it much better. Basically, there was a video, and it had a ball of string, and string was coming off of it, and it had factors in it. So we're going to talk about the number 24. Using the number 24, give two numbers that multiply together to make 24. Remember, so for like 12, I used 2 and 6. What number would you use for 24? So go ahead and pause the video and write that in. Okay, so there's a couple things you could do. You could use 1 times 24, but we don't really ever want to use 1 because that is not a prime number and it's not a composite number. It's a special number. So for this lesson, don't use 1. So maybe you used 2 times 12, maybe you used 6 times 4, maybe you used 8 times 3. Those are 2 factor strings. And now it challenges you. It says, think about going to 3 numbers that multiply up to 24. Well, you see this 6, I can break it down a little further. So I could say it would be 2 times 2, right? That's 4 times 6. Okay, for this one, I could say 2 times 3 times 4, because that makes 6. 2 times 3 and 8 might be 2 times 4 times 3. And then the last one down here, right? I'm going to have you pause the video in just a minute. They want you to make this a 4 factor string. So I have 2 times 2. Those are prime. Can't get them any smaller. But 6, right? That's a composite number. How can I get that down to its smallest prime number? So what 2 numbers make 6? Well, 2 times 3. So I'll do the first one. You do the rest. So it's going to be 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. So go ahead and pause the video and do it for the 4 and the 4. And so break it down. All right, so go ahead and pause that video. All right, so maybe yours looks like mine, maybe it doesn't. It's important to note that every single number has like a phone number, like it's a specific way. And for 24 is going to always be made up of 3 2s and 1 3. So you can rearrange it in any way you want, but every single time 24 is going to be broken down into 3 2s and 1 3, and that makes 24. So that's like 24's phone number. Okay, so now we have a bit of a challenge, and the challenge is can you come up with strings just like this for the number 360? So I'm thinking about the number 360, and I'm really thinking about it like, I'm going to write down here, like the number 36, right? But it has a 0 on the back. So what are some things that multiply together to make 36? Well, I'm hoping that you guys say 6 times 6, right? There's this rule called the powers of 10. So what that means is I just add a 0 here, and that means I'm going to add a 0 there. Okay, so that would be a 2 factor string. So you could put that up here. Maybe you're thinking of 36 as 9 times 4. And remember, the powers of 10 means that I can just add a 0 here and a 0 there, and it would go up here. There's a lot of opportunities, a lot of different things, a lot of factors that make a 360 or 36, right? How about 3 factor strings? Well, you're just going to continue on from here, so it's going to look like this. If this was my case, right? Let's just say I was doing this one. I would think of two numbers, 2 times 3 times 60. Now that would go right here. That's a 3 string. Same thing for 9. It could be 3 times 3, or you could even work over here with the 40, like 2 times 20, or 4 times 10, anything like that. So maybe I'm going to say it's 3 times 3 times 40. Okay, there are quite a few. Let me make this just a little bit neater. Actually, we're going to focus here. I'm going to use this one. Okay, so now the next one says do 4 or more factor strings. You should be writing your own. You shouldn't just be copying me. So we have 2 and 3. These are prime, so I'm going to circle those. But 60 is not prime. What times what makes 60? Well, you could say 6 times 10. Okay, so for the 4 strings, it could be 2 times 3 times 6 times 10. And that could be written up there. Now, if you had the 41 here, it would be, right, 4 times 10. So it would be 3 times 3 times 4 times 10. Of course, 3's are prime. That would be 4. Lots and lots of different ways. So go ahead and write in the one that you want to do. Pause the video and come back when you're done. Okay, so hopefully you have that all filled out. Now, this is a little bit different. This is a product puzzle, okay? And what they've done is they have hidden in here factors for the number 840. So you're going to have to make 840. I would think about 840 as like by 2's, right? Or by 10, so it'd be 84 times 10. That makes it easier for me to work out. So what it's going to be is you're going to be doing the same thing you did for 360, but now it's going to be 840, right? And you're going to be looking for factor strings over here. So I went ahead and highlighted the 2 that they gave you. So they have 7 times 120 makes 840. So you could have 7 times 120 makes 840. And then they also have a 3 factor string, 5 times 4 times 42. And this is a little abstract. It might be a little bit difficult to start, but once you start going through it, you'll start figuring them out. You'll start seeing patterns. So what I'm going to recommend is that you get a separate piece of paper and you write the number 840 out like this. Okay, and we're just going to break it down. I'm going to say it's going to be 84 times 10. Okay, 840. And I'm going to say it's going to be 2 times 420. 840. I mean, there's so many possibilities, you guys. And I just know this, if I take half of this, I have to double that, right? So I'm just going to make sure on my, it's okay to have a calculator, right? Divided by, so it's 840 divided by 42 is 20. So 42 and 20. So you go through and list all the possible ways that, not all the possible ways, but ways to make 840. And it's going to start making sense. So then you're going to come back here to this board. You got your sheet, and you're going to look for things like, oh, look, right there. 2 times 420. Another way that you might discover some of them is just by having your calculator out. And let's just say I start with 24. And so you type in 840 divided by 24. And you try to find 35. So you could do that too. So you work backwards. Put the number 840 in and then divide it by, like, say, 6. And you'd be looking for 140, and you'd be like, oh, I don't see it. So maybe that wouldn't work for that particular one. So the point is to go through this factor board or the product puzzle to figure out strings that make 840 and then highlight them once you find them, right? I'm using green today. So there you go. Okay. Make sense? Good luck. Now that you've filled out that product board, and hopefully you have, you're going to go through and list factor strings with 2, with 3, with 4, and with 5. Okay, so go ahead and take your time to do that. I'm going to slide up here. Choose a factor string for 840 with 2. How can you use this factor string to find a factor with streets? With 3. So what they're saying is if you had 840 and you had it 84 times 10. How can I get to 3? Well, I can bring down the 84, and this 10 is going to be 2 times 5. This would be 84 times 2 times 5. How can I do 4? Well, I'd split the 84. And you keep splitting it out until you get all the way down to prime numbers. And it's going to tell you that longest factor string. So you keep going 84. I can turn it into a factor string with 3 factor numbers by splitting up the 2 factors that make 840. What is the longest factor string on your list? Is there one that's longer? Explain. So maybe if you get all the way down to prime numbers, if you're superstar, you'll be able to do that. How do you know when you found the longest factor string for a number? Okay, that's going to have to do with prime numbers, right? That would be all the prime numbers written out for that number for 840 or for 24, whichever one you're thinking about. And then strings of factors are different. If they differ in a way other than the order of the factors, how many different largest factor strings are there for 840? So this is basically saying, once you find all the prime numbers for 840, is there other prime numbers that go into it, or is that specific? Those factors are they specific for the number 840? Okay, so go ahead and pause the video. Pause the video and see if you can answer these questions. All right, so the other answers, choose one with 2, right? I'm hoping that you're able to get those ones on your own. But any 2 numbers that multiply together make 840, and then break down one of those composite numbers, okay? So that's how you get to 3. What is the longest factor string on your list? Well, that's on your list, okay? How do you know when you've found the longest factor string of factors for a number? So the way that you know you're done is when the number is broken, the number 840 is broken down into all prime factors. So it's all 2s, 3s, 5s, 7s, 13, all those stuff. That's how we know it's broken down into its smallest form. And that's how you can count those factors and figure out how long it is. And then strings of factors are different if they differ in a way other than the order of the factors. How many different longest strings of factors are there for 840? This is basically 840's phone number. This is important, there's only one prime factor string for 840. So once you break it all the way down to 840 down to prime numbers, that is its only factor string that is available for 840. So it has a very, very specific way. All right, we're going to teach this in a little bit, so hopefully you get it then. This will be review. All right, guys, have a good afternoon.